everyone, welcome to the intuitive card reading for the week of December 23rd through 29th. You guys know the drill. Please like this video. Please share this video with anybody that needs to hear the energies and the readings for the week. What else? Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed, and comments down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Let me know how this doesn't resonate with you. That's fine as well. I just ask that you be kind. Feedback is always welcomed. And that's it, guys. Let's just jump right into the reading. Let's go. All right, what do we need? No place like home. Aw, I think we actually had this in the similar spot. Maybe it was an action needed. Maybe a couple weeks ago. I don't think it was last week, but no place like home. Okay, so we need to be feeling like home. We have a holiday that's actually in this week, so maybe this is actually a pretty good indication. I know holidays aren't always a positive experience for everybody, but this is kind of like a good indication that things actually might be better, or that we need to find a way to feel like home within ourselves, right? Because home could be body, okay? It doesn't have to actually be a physical environmental place, like a geographic location. What makes you feel like home? What makes you feel like yourself? What makes you feel warm and fuzzy and cozy inside? So we need to kind of be moving towards that. Excuse me. Sometimes this is also related to nostalgia, like, trying to remind ourselves of where we came from, who we are, from like a more humanity type stance or lens. So there might be like a blast from the past type thing kind of going on. And again, a lot of people, it's the holidays for people in America here, all around the country. But we might be, it's more likely that we'll be experiencing maybe those types of things in nostalgia, because some of us are going home, to actual home and things like that. So we need it. It's going to be good for our soul. It's going to be good for our humanity. So I love it. And again, it could mean just coming back to ourselves. So if you're maybe spending the holiday alone or don't really celebrate, something that makes you feel like yourself or gives you that warm, cozy feeling would be ideal. Okay, action needed. We have goddess in the shadow, exploitation of the female nature and form. Okay, so we have the shadow goddess. Okay. And it's under action needed. All right, so we're not tapping into our feminine energy, and we need to. And we're not connecting to maybe the more feminine sides of ourselves. Again, feminine could be just yin, which is more of like a slowing down, which is more of a being, which makes sense actually next to the no place like home, like connecting to ourselves. Not necessarily about your basically it's saying it's not necessarily about your output this week. It's interesting that it's coming under action needed, because action is really the act of, taking action is the act of masculine, which is funny, but we need to just, basically it's saying the action needed is to be, and needs to really connect to our feminine energy the best that we can. For people that identify as female, this could be maybe, connecting more to that side of yourself. For those that are male, this could just be, tapping into more of the softer side of yourself. It could go in all different kinds of ways, but mostly the being is really what we need. And how do I say this? Not being so focused on the doing so much, but also to, like, I think we got this a couple weeks back, a message about gratitude. This is more appreciation, which is pretty much kind of the same thing, but there needs to be, but more so like appreciation of beauty and of the female, of the feminine, beauty of the feminine, basically, the power of the feminine, like that kind of stuff. So we really need to focus on that. So this could be also with people in our lives. So if you do identify as male and you're in a male body, then this could be maybe honoring, the action that we need to take is honoring, the more feminine, people in our lives, or again, can be within yourself as well, but also the people in our lives. And this could also be, if you identify as female or have a female body, this could also mean that we need to honor it with ourselves and other people outside of us as well. So we really need to honor that goddess archetype in any way, shape, or form we can. What's the issue, guys? All right, now we come up to the more difficult part of the reading, the issue and challenges. Okay, guidance. So we have issue, taking guidance, seeing guidance. These are always folded. Okay. Oh, God, I made a mess. Let me fix this. Okay, so we're having a problem. I don't love this because we're feeling misguided, it means. So it's under issue, so we're feeling misguided. We're feeling, I don't want to say directionless, but maybe a little bit undecisive. Like it almost just feels like maybe there's like a few different paths. And we actually got this message a few times in a few different ways over the last few months, that we need to be making more intentional decisions and that kind of thing, and choosing between path A and path B. But it feels like we feel a little lost right now. And again, it could be because we have multiple things kind of going on, that multiple things can exist, not so much of a directionless type. You like almost like too many options kind of going on, but it just feels like we feel a little lost. It's okay to feel a little lost. Connecting to your intuition can always help in that situation. But we're just feeling like we don't necessarily see the path. And it could be because we haven't sat down and actually mapped out the path. It could be because our intuition is blocked. It could be because we have too many options. So there's a lot of things kind of going on. This reading is for the collective, so it could be, various different things. Let me know down below which one may resonate with you. Challenge, we have hermit, retreat, and recharge. Okay, so basically Spirit is saying it's a challenge to do this. Okay, it's a challenge to recharge. It's a challenge to retreat. That makes sense to me because, again, we have a holiday. Okay, we have a holiday. And then the following week we have a holiday, by the way, too. So obviously, I'm wondering, what comes from that reading too. But this is saying that we're having a hard time retreating and recharging. Makes sense because holidays are usually a time of social interaction and again, not always positive or negative, not always positive interaction. Sometimes it's negative, but it's hard to get a second to yourself. You're maybe trying to visit everybody, pulled in a bunch of different directions, like that kind of thing. So it is going to be a challenge for you guys to really get that alone time. If you can retreat, try to do so. I'm going to actually try to do it before the holidays. Obviously, I'm going to need it after. I'm going to probably be really overstimulated, but try to do it before. I know we're kind of running out of time for this week. But yeah, we just have difficulties doing that. But Spirit is saying it's important to do that, to find time. All right, what's changing? Happy. Yay! Okay, what's changing? Our outlook, our mood, our attitude. Okay, so we're moving into a happier time, a more positive outlook type time, more stable type moods. I love that. I need that. I've been up and down for many, many years now, and I'd love to see that change. So we're moving into, it would be even more perfect if this was the yearly reading, but we'll see. I will be posting that soon for you guys as well, the yearly reading. So, excuse me. So, yeah, there's not too much more to say here. Moving into a more stable, more happy, Spirit is like showing me the sun, so a more happy, joyous type mood. Okay, what do we need to focus on? King, yes, enlightened, benevolent leadership benefiting those in your charge. Okay, so this is about leadership and doing it in the right way. Okay, so focus on your leadership qualities this week and doing it in the right way. Using integrity. Oh, this is also bent too. Look at that. I'm so clumsy here. Okay. Doing it in the right way. Showing your leadership skills, even if it's just for a little bit. But yeah, stepping up where you need to step up and showing a lot of integrity. There's not too much I can say there, but it almost feels like it could bring you to a better opportunity. It'll pay off in the future. That's what I'm getting here, but I see nothing but positive here for that. What do we need to reflect on? Catalyst. Ooh, major change. Sometimes it's gosh, it's my sleeves, I think, guys. Okay, I just rolled up my sleeves. Okay. Today is New York's first major snowfall, by the way, guys. I'm looking out the window and it is snowing. Okay, Catalyst. So this is about major change, but it can mean like radical change, like something that maybe happened really quickly. So this could be anything that kind of happened in your life that happened really like out of the blue. You weren't seeing it. It just, came in like a wrecking ball and wrecked everything, basically. So basically this is saying reflect on the things that you can't control. Reflect on how you handled the change. There's been tons of messages this year about flexibility, adaptability, resourcefulness, resiliency, all of those things that I know that you guys are, that we have to just tap into, especially when crazy things are happening. So basically, thank God this Catalyst card is in the reflect, because to me it signifies like in the past, like reflect on what has happened and how you dealt with it, and that's the most important thing. So it doesn't say that there's some radical change happening, and radical change doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing, but to me it almost feels like a negative thing here in the reflect, but again feels like it's in the past. Okay, responsibilities. We have stand your ground. Okay, so it's your responsibility to stand your ground, which means hold your opinion, don't cave, just to fit in. Be strong in your opinions, makes sense. Again, we're probably gonna be around family with lots of different opinions, so stand your ground, don't cave. There's really not too much I can say there. It's basically saying that's your responsibility, hold firm. Money and finances, we have community, and we have 8. Ooh, I love seeing the 8 in money, finances, and career. That is such a good sign of abundance. And this is saying abundance through community, which is great. So anything that you can work with like a group project on, or as a team, would be really, really great. And I love that the King card here that really signifies like leadership is in the same reading, because you might be the leader of a group, and it might have something to do with work, obviously. And like I said, it does feel like it leads to some type of opportunity for you that does bring abundance. Okay, so there's a lot of good stuff happening here. So if you have a chance to lead a team, okay, put 2 and 2 together here. Say yes, even if you feel like it's not necessarily, the right time or the right opportunity or something like that. Again, use your intuition. I'm just reading what I'm reading, but that's what it feels like. Like that would be a really good thing to jump into and volunteer yourself for, basically. All right, surprise. Let's see what's going on. Don Juan, upside down, using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. Okay. Random, but as far as the surprise goes, there might be someone coming in that is attracted to you. And not saying somebody attracted to you is a surprise, but it's basically maybe it's somebody that you don't know of. Like it definitely does feel like there's this kind of seduction thing going on. So someone might be interested in you that you would have never thought of in like a million years, or that you'd just be surprised that they're even attracted to you, or that they're flirting with you. It doesn't have to be super overt, covert. Could be more overt and on the down low kind of thing. But somebody might flirt with you unexpectedly. There's something here about somebody potentially trying to seduce you. Again, I'm reading for the collective, guys, so it could look so differently for everybody, but let's just say, just because it's under surprise, it really kind of comes out of the blue, and it doesn't, it's more neutral, so it doesn't mean like it's a negative thing or a positive thing. It just feels like, okay, this is what's happening, it is what it is. You decide what you decide, you decide whether you want to reciprocate that, or if it's just very flattering. Maybe you're already in a relationship and you're monogamous and that's not your thing, whatever. Or it just might be a little bit more innocent. Again, will look different for everybody, but that's so interesting to have there. So maybe at a Christmas or a holiday party, something goes on. I don't know. You guys let me know down below how this resonates. Okay. And again, I definitely understand how a lot of you guys don't necessarily want to put your business out there, but especially when it pertains to the Don Juan archetype, but I do appreciate it if you do. Okay. We have friends, justice. Okay. Justice is always about balance. So it feels really balanced in your friendships, which is great. So it feels like there's an even give and take. You feel good. You feel pretty solid in your friend group and the people that are around you this week. And there's not too much more I can say here. It just feels like everything feel, you don't feel taken advantage of. People don't feel that way about you, like, that kind of thing. So this is awesome. That means, especially during a week of, sometimes gift giving, presents and things like that, that means that you feel loved, and your friend groups feel loved as well, the people within them. So that's great. Romantic connection, animal guardian, trust your instincts. Okay, so this is about trusting your intuition. I already mentioned that already, and it's always number one, guys. It doesn't matter what I say or how I interpret the cards. You must always follow your own intuition, and this is coming under romantic connection more specifically. Trust your intuition when it comes to your romantic partner. So any gut feelings, instincts are more body awareness. Okay, so any gut instincts, anything that makes you feel sick, anything that really repulses you, pay attention. And I want to say, also utilize that with the Don Juan energy that's coming through. Okay, so just FYI, if it doesn't feel good and your body is trying to tell you something, if you recoil, and if it's, maybe you recoil because it's out of surprise, but if you recoil and it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel, awkward. Well, awkward's okay. Awkward's okay. If it doesn't feel right within your body is trying to tell you something, okay? That's really the gist here. Okay, important. Chop wood. Okay, so it's about the little things. What a great message for this week, right? It's about the little things, okay? It's about gratitude. It's about, excuse me, spending time with people that love you. It's about having people that care for you, and that are loyal to you, around you. It's not about the material things. Okay, that's what this is saying here, and it's such a great message for this week, because to me, this holiday time could get really out of control. I always tell people, don't buy me any gifts. I'm totally fine with guys, I don't know if you guys know the love languages, but my love language is quite literally 0% giving gifts. I could give a rat's behind if nobody bought me anything ever again. I just do not see love that way. Some people do, and that's totally fine. I'm not like trying to put down people that do, but don't make it mean something, okay? Even if it is your love language, because it's really important. It's a thought that counts. It's everything else. It's, in my experiences, are so much more than material things. So this is really about, like, don't forget the little things. Like, you have a roof over your head, and you have heat in your apartment, and it really does come back to gratitude at the end of the day. But it's just don't forget the little things, basically. All right, and then we have health and wellness. What do we got going on here? Healer upside down. Oof. Okay, taking advantage of those who need help, feel like to care for oneself. Okay, damn it. Okay, so when I saw healer, I thought it was going to be in the light. All right, so it's upside down. So upside down doesn't, shadow doesn't mean bad, okay? But it says taking advantage of those who need help, feeling to care for oneself. Okay, so this is really about, let's put it this way. The healing in the light is about being your inner healer, being your self-healer, that I know everybody is. More people, are more so tapped into this archetype than others. And it definitely does feel like a lot of you guys aren't necessarily tapping into this. And so basically it's saying failing to care for oneself. So how do I explain this? Expecting others to heal you. And so I'll give my example, of course, of what I'm going through, because it's a personal example, chronic illness / TBI situation going on, which is traumatic brain injury. And so if I just relied on my doctors to tell me what to do and tell me how to heal, I would definitely, I don't even know by chance, I know for sure I would not have healed to this point, because I had to do my own research. I had to be my own citizen scientist, is what my doctor actually calls me. Because I have to do my own research, I have to experiment my own things, and I have to check into my body and use my own intuition and my own instincts. If this, this medication doesn't make me feel good, I don't think this is the way, etc., okay? So the upside down healer is relying on other people only, okay? You need to rely on your inner healer. That's what it's saying. Okay? It's saying you, and again, trust your instincts, trust your intuition, but also your own curiosity, your own research skills. You know, unfortunately, you have to be your own healer, you know, for everything, honestly. Even if it's a mental health journey. Obviously, get people that are healers. I still have a doctor, right? Because even if I wanted to try something and prescribe and get something prescribed, I have to have a doctor to do that. I'm not a doctor, okay? So they have to do it for me. So and also she has to take my labs. I can't just go in and get my labs done, unfortunately, in New York City. So it sucks, but but I still have somebody on my team in that way. And so this is what it's saying. It's saying it's totally fine to have people help you, okay? But healers don't heal other people. They help you heal yourself, okay? That's what it's really about. So we need to help heal ourselves, is what they're saying. And this week you might feel not so much in that mode, all right? That's why I came in upside down. But we need to kind of switch to that, okay? Whether it's a spiritual journey, whether it's a mental journey, etc. So it's funny, I was, no, you know, this video is already too long. I was going to say, I was talking to somebody on TikTok the other day about, you know, going into a spiritual psychosis and during my awakening, and I didn't even want to go to a mental health professional because basically I did it on my own. I navigated on my own, but it's really, really scary. And I suggest you reach out to somebody like me, for example, you know, somebody in the spiritual realm. And that's actually what I did. I did get spiritual teachers, obviously, at the time, but to help me, you know, not call me crazy, but I still helped myself. Okay, anyway, I figured I'd give you another example outside of my chronic illness journey, because this isn't my first healing journey, that's for sure. Okay, so yeah, so there's that. All right, I hope that made sense. All right, guys, let's close it out with, would you look at that? Healing. Sorry, guys. That's amazing. It's coming through positively. That fares well right next to the shadow and the healer. Basically, once we turn things around and become our own healer, we begin to heal. Healing as the overall outcome. I don't think I have too much more to say to this. You guys know I get really giddy when healing warrior cards kind of come up. So I love that we're ending with two of them. A little bit in the shadow here, but that's okay. It looks like we turn things around, because overall, it's a healing type week in some way, shape, or form. Could be we patch things up with family. That could also be it. It doesn't have to be some kind of, well, to me, that would be kind of like a mental health journey, right? Because a lot of our mental, you know, illness and things like that come from our relational attachment type wound, right? So it could be that. Maybe we're healing the goddess within. Maybe we're healing our feminine energy. There's a lot kind of going on here. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways that this could manifest for you, but the fact that it's coming through positively, especially right after that healer in the shadow, I see as a really, really, really positive thing. So, all right, guys. I like this week. I like it. So happy holidays, guys. For everybody that celebrates, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and everything else, you know, that you celebrate. And I'll see you guys I have a few videos to do, yearly, monthly, and yeah, that's it. And then the next week, going into New Year's. So a lot of videos to make. So guys, tune into my channel, subscribe so you can get notified for all the videos that I put out. And that's it. Okay, happy holidays, guys. Bye.